My sewing machine was covering up the bit beside Ozy Motes only. Alright, so which direction did I decide this fur should be flowing in? Now at this point, I actually have to remember. Okay, do I want the hair tufting up or down? Yeah, I think that way, actually, because I want it tufting upwards. So this just kind of means that I think it's the opposite way to the way I did all the others. Oh yeah, of course, like 90 degrees off to the side. Actually, yeah, I think this would work better, but we're about to find out. So we've got one, we got two. I mean, realistically, this stuff technically isn't fabric. It's that way. I make mistakes, it's fine. Because no one sees any of this. All the markings that I did wrong are on the inside. Okay, so these have been used to cut a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have. Okay, no, actually, knife. Because I want to keep the fur all tufty on top. So if I use a knife, it keeps the long fur on top. Can't believe I forgot to turn it off. Sigh. Oh well, that's one. It's a nice fluffy ear. Okay, it is this one. Again, try not to cut too deep and definitely pay attention to where the knife is going. You do not want an accident. Just a little bit more. and cut. I mean, that's definitely fluffy. So again, it's heading off in that direction. Start off from about here and wait on a second. No. These need to be inverted. So both those are the same, which means I need this direction now. Okay, I need to cut that one now. Okay, and down here to wherever that ends. So yeah, this is going to involve some correcting at the end, because I have messed this up. Okay, I think you should be able to fit on there. Nope, I completely messed that up, as expected. It's fine. You know. Okay, there you go. Now I can do it. Now we can fix some cat ears. Okay, and you just drop in on top. How are you so much smaller? Someday. See, and this is why I buy so much extra material, because ultimately I'm a bit of a fool. do note, what I'm cutting up here is a fake sheepskin rug from IKEA. Whereas if you just want a big fluffy fake sheepskin rug, also works for that. I believe I've discussed it before that I had a chat with a cosplayer who was wondering where I got the material. I was like, yeah, it's this rug. They shared a picture from their house a few weeks later and it's just like, oh no, they just bought the rug. You know, to use as a rug. I'm just like, what? Okay, that's right. Now, ultimately, as you can see, my cuts are not being very accurate. That's mostly because it doesn't matter. Okay, and we are officially done with cutting up that bit now. And yeah, I wouldn't make a tail out of this material because I just wouldn't. I mean, you could, but... So, this is the outside template. Which, I mean, sorry, there you go. That's it. It's the template. That's the inside template, which I'm about to use. I accidentally used the inside while cutting the outside. That's why I had to start over. Realistically, you don't need like big strong stuff for the inside. Technically, I doubt you even need the foam that I'm putting in, but it's in the original design and I am not arguing with someone that much better than me. I mean, the structure of the fur, plus with the attachment stuff, should be more than enough. So now comes the really dangerous bit. That's gluing that in. There you go. Okay, and that's good. I mean, you may think I'm being sarcastic when I say the dangerous bit, but you see my talent for messing up? Why, it's dangerous. As you can see, even something that simple, I can mess up. Where are my cutters? So this is aluminium gardening wire. It's well, to be fair, my original I used what I had available, which was leftover copper from electrical wires. But this stuff's actually designed for this. So what you need to do is get an amount of it. Wow, this stuff is really soft. So you start off with a little bit poking over, bend it down like that, follow the shape of the outside, and have a bit hanging over the end. Okay, I've cut aluminium before, it's not that weak. Okay, and that's a little bit stuck. There, off my pan. Okay, and that basically gives the ears some posability. Oh yeah, and of course this is the structure that the like actuals, the attachment points are connected to. So, I've just got to avoid ripping out all the fur with the hot glue. Right. So now we've got these together. Right. Now don't forget to drink water. It's always good for you. Okay. Let's just squish that. I mean, I can go back in at the end and correct it, but at the moment we kind of want them separated. So. Okay, and the bottom is still open, so let's do something about that. Now we don't want the plastic extruding out. Now to be fair, I may have just put all the fur in the wrong direction, but I don't care all that much. When you're doing things, be prepared to make mistakes, because you will. Ultimately, mostly it's about how you correct them, not the mistake itself. Because if you never make mistakes, you never learn. again, the bottom is open as I would expect of something that I've done. Okay, so we've got a little bit open to the side that shouldn't be, because I left a little bit too much material on. That's fine, it'll, well, it won't all wash out in the end, but ultimately what I forgot is a hairbrush. So next up I have to remember what the heck side these things are. Okay, so that's that side, and you are... Okay, so you're sort of this way. Okay, so we've got that way, and that way. But yes, we have agreed. Yeah. Yeah, so the curves on the outside, the long curves on the outside, short curves on the inside. So we just come here, grab all that, clean it up. Right, so we've got the big long curve, so spiky bit goes outwards. Big long curve, short curve. So both those are facing outwards, now we know. The fact that nothing's coming out is concerning. Okay, we are starting to make a bit of an ear shape in there. Now, this is going to be a lot of fluff. Last time I did this, like the entire hoover was filled. Okay, we are starting to make a bit of an ear cut in there. Okay, just remove a bit more towards the edges. And of course, we cut these bits back a bit and protect the back from my overzealous cutting. Just a little more. Careful to protect the front from my overzealous cutting. So now we just okay, so we cut that little bit loose, and we cut this a little bit shorter. Maybe just a little shorter than that. I'm so glad I have pretty much an industrial hoover in there. Okay, and we've got a little bit too much here, so okay, so we've got one here, I think. Okay, and combine the edges because okay, maybe a little bit too much on that side. But yeah. And the back, we want quite a bit of fur facing upwards, but not too much. So it's going to end up with all my next projects, isn't it? Okay, and we're officially done with the hot glue, so we can turn that off. Okay, so there you are. I'm pulling vertically upwards and against the lay, I think it's called. I'm not trying to remove all of the fur, just a little bit off the top. Okay, just a little more. Oops. Yeah, okay, let's use the small ones. Yes, this is going to be a lot of brushing to get this clear. direction and mess up this cutting job. Yeah, like my desk brush is just going to be like, what are you doing? Okay, one here. Now I've just got to do the opposite on this one. Up you go. Fortunately, that centre bit, when it's been cut out, I can just go mad. It's fine. You stay there, stay safe. Okay, got that out. We're starting to get a bit more ear-shaped. Oh, got the indent out the centre. Let's cut this edge back and protect the back from me being overzealous on the front. Because they definitely need to be cut to different heights. Okay, so let's just slightly cut this side back. Come on, let's get it off again. As I said last time, this was a disaster. This time, it won't be so much. Okay, and a little bit shorter, I think, of you. A little bit more of the centre there. mean, you can't really see it at the moment. But there is a difference, okay. Now it's a little bit off the back. And clean off. Right. Now we're up to the next round, which is actually the painting, I think. Yes, actually, yeah. So these two are that way. Yeah. Hey look, it's the rare occasion I get to actually cough up a fur ball, okay? So we're just going to get these tubs because I don't care all that much. And yeah. So the two paints I'm going to be using are light purple to match the hair, and pink for the inside. You can see the design on the screen, so yeah. Okay. Just want to turn you off. So what we do, get some pink. That is too much pink, but it doesn't matter. Those are just for mixing purposes, we're not that worried. Now this is acrylic paint, I'm just watering it down ridiculously. Ultimately, if you put it on in normal paint formats, it will or if you just put it in as normal paint, it messes up the thing. So I'm just mixing in as much as possible like this. And it gets spread out over a much greater area, and you can actually paint inside with it. Or you can just paint inside the ears with it. ultimately I put too much water in. That's what's actually happened here. Ew. Okay, that's messy. And just pick up some on a toothbrush. A toothbrush. Because of course it's just the inside that goes pink. And just painting the inside. I am just picking it up and painting. Okay, that's one inside that's pink. As you can see, I used way too much paint and way too much water. But yeah, this is basically the same process you use for making it sprayable. If you want to use it in a sprayer, it's pretty much the same process of watering it down. I've just gone way too far with it this time. Don't forget, you are likely to get painted with this. Yeah, as you can see, the centre of them is now pink, as I wanted. This water needs to be chucked because it is awful. I didn't think I had that much stuff loose in the bottom. Apparently I do. Soon. And now I don't have any water. It's okay, at some point I will use this pink and purple paint for another project. So. Yeah. Boop. That's more like the quantities. I mean, if you can't see that, it is a tiny amount of paint. I mean, if you can't tell yet, I don't care about the condition of this table, so it's going to be going purple very soon. But yeah, you saw how much of the pink that used, which is next to none. It's going to use more of the purple, but next to none. stick that in there. I think we got most of the pink out. Anyway, what am I worried about watering it down for? This is already really watered down. So if we grab this, and as you can see, I've picked up a load of purple on there. And now we just get messy. I imagine there are better ways to do this, but this is the one that I have encountered / come up with. I can't remember anymore. Of course, when you have two different colours, try not to mix them too much. Yeah, if you think you're going to do this and stay clean, no. You are going to have paint on you. To note, once you've actually done this, you've then got to go through and brush it all afterwards and tidy it up. I'm surprised at how intense this purple is overwriting the pink, because that pink is incredibly bright. Ick. And of course, this is a lot more than I expected it to use, to be fair. It is working, so And I think I've just run out of water again, so let's get a little bit more. Come on, pop. Thank you. Now this is where we remember that it doesn't matter which brush we use as long as the colour's mixing. Just a little bit of brush, a little bit of mixing left. I'm going to see how far I get with this, then make a decision. Oh. Excuse me. Get off. Off. I was just like, how am I going to clean this up? I don't have any towels or anything. It's like, oh yeah, no, this is supposed to be all over these things, so. Yeah, but at the moment the hair is quite horrible and matted. I know. It might just stay that way permanently, I don't know. It won't. Once I'm done with this, once it's all dry, it all gets a good brushing out. So much extra hair. Okay, and that is one very messy ear. That's fine. as soon as I'm going to use up the last of this paint, then I believe I'm going to leave it till next time, because we're at the end of time anyway. So I have some little corrections to make on this anyway, like next time, so we're not done painting. Hopefully if I can get all the fronts, it'll look good in a picture, and it can look like I've done lots. There's quite a bit of this hobby that is just making it look like you've done a good job. Okay, and that's going to make an absolutely appalling mess of my desk. So again, I tried to go for 2 hours and we've done it, so thanks for coming, I guess. It's nice to see you here. My apologies for not realising that we had emote only on. I will certainly remember to turn that off in future. But otherwise, thanks for coming. Hopefully you have a nice day. If you've got any projects of your own, good luck with them, because I mean, not everyone needs luck, but it's, I mean, I hope you do well, and thanks for coming. I mean, I should be doing this next Sunday. I try to do it every week, so hopefully see you then. Bye.